Hello everyone. My name is Art Russell. Welcome to my channel. If the title for this video caught your attention, that's great. But if the content that I share within it is helpful or useful to you in some way, that's even better. That's my main intention. But before I share that content, I need to make a couple of points very clear. When I use the term bastard in this video, I'm not referring to a child that's born out of wedlock. And I also need to define the term hierarchy, which means ranking according to status or authority. So let's get into it. The bastard child that I'm referring to in this video is the egoic conceptual self. The one that seems very real, the one that's yadaing at us, either silently or sometimes in a loud, annoying way. That's the bastard child. The thought of who we think we are, or the belief, as compared to true self, which is spirit or consciousness. Now, to make this point clear that there is a difference, one of them's false, one of them's real, I'm going to draw on some information from the Gospel of Thomas, which many of you may already know includes 114 sayings that are attributed to Jesus. So I'm going to read saying number 29. Here it is. Jesus said, "If the flesh came into being because of spirit, it is a wonder. But if spirit came into being because of the body, it is a wonder of wonders. Indeed, I am amazed at how this great wealth has made its home in this poverty." So what he's saying is, if the body arises in consciousness, that's a wonder. Pretty cool. Or I'm suggesting that. But if the spirit or consciousness arises due to the body, that's a wonder of wonders. And I'm interpreting that to mean that's pretty darn near impossible. Now, this belief that the body-mind gives rise to consciousness or spirit is actually termed the hard problem of consciousness. This was coined by David Chalmers, who was a scientist. So it may be surprising to many of you that science has not proved, and never will, that the body-mind gives rise to consciousness. When we're considering this about our true non-dual nature, some information will help that I first heard through Rupert Spira. He said that only consciousness is conscious. Neville Goddard wrote a book entitled "Consciousness is the Only Reality." That's the aim of the content of these videos that I'm making about non-duality. Begin with consciousness. So another point that can help make this clear was I first discovered through Steve Harvey. Now, many of you may know him as a comedian and a talk show host, very accomplished. But he went through some very, very trying times when he was younger. I believe he lived out of his car for 3 years and really was quite impoverished. Anyway, one day on one of his warm-ups, I saw on YouTube that he was giving for one of his game show game shows. He was talking to the audience, and he said, "You don't get yourself up in the morning. God gets you up." So true. We're so used to identifying with being the body mind that we think, oh yeah, here I am, I'm getting up, I'm the doer, I've got this rough day or a good day ahead of me. I. That's the bastard child. Consciousness or awareness causes the body mind to arise in much the same way. Mind is the creator of everything. That characters within nighttime dreams sing, dance, play, frolic, wheel and deal, have relationships, all in mind. That's what I'm saying. The real us is spirit or soul descending or radiating outward from the center, the divine center of all of us, oneness. Now, at various places in the Bible, I believe we are told to magnify the Lord. Now, from the dualistic point of view, that will be, and I mean no offense by this, but it will be that we're still believing that we're the person and we're praying to the, the typical God in a cloud somewhere. My interpretation of this, actually what I know to be true, is that we magnify the Lord when we live from our heart center, our essential nature, rather than from the changeful narrative of the bastard child. None of us are bastards. We're all children of the divine creator. And I honor the greatness that is you. I hope this information has been helpful or useful. Bye for now. We'll talk again soon.